Oh man, that was fun, but I got a better use for this. Hey guys, so I just realized I shot my entire video and I didn't even say what I was doing or do my intro. Slipped of the mind. But so anyways, that's why I'm wearing a different shirt right now. What's up, Modell? Oh, what's up, JL Life? Modell here. Today we're going to be throwing in RCV axles into my Rubicon. RCVs are a great upgrade from the stock axles when you're going to be going over a 35-inch tire. Really beef it up. Come with a lifetime warranty, up to a 42-inch tire for the 44. The Dana 30s, I want to say it's up to like a 37 tire. Don't quote me on that. But anyways, stay tuned. We're going to swap these in. My first time digging into an axle, so let's do it. So when you get your RCV, it's going to need to be assembled. You got two sides. One with the clip. Other side, none. The side with the clip is going to be the side that plugs into the joint, the CV joint, and of course the boot. CV boot over, push it on. Make sure you clear it of dust beforehand, which I already did. You're going to take your actual CV axle. Rotate it till it fits in. Nice and tight. All right, so first things first, we're going to jack up the front end, rip off the front tires, and start disassembling the axles from there and swapping these RCVs. Fuzzy. We'll have to switch that around. So after you take off the tire, we're going to be taking off the spindle nut. 36 mil socket. Easiest way to do it is going to be with an impact wrench. Got it. So after we remove the spindle nut, we're going to take off the brake caliper. It's going to be that big bolt 21. And that bolt right there also 21. Phone. Those two main bolts are out. Slides off relatively easy. I'm going to hang it out of the way. Just be careful not to overstretch your brake line. We don't want to be damaging that. We're going to be going for these 12-point nuts, bolts. There's 3 of them. There's 1, 2 on the other side. It's 3. 13 mil. Actually comes with new replacement bolts for this section. They're a little bit longer, not by much. Take out this guy. This is a torque head. And you don't need to watch me unscrew it. So once you take out this little guy, that darn sun. You're gonna pop this guy off, set it aside, somewhere clean. Alright, so the next thing we're going to be removing is going to be the dust shield. 10 mil, 3 bolts. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Next thing we need to remove is going to be this guy right here, an Allen key. So it's going to be a 5 Allen key. Little guy. Once you get those 3 bolts out for the dust shield, take it out, set it to the side. And we're going to be taking out the sensor line here. After you remove that Allen bolt, let's give it a little wiggle, pulls right out. There it is. So from this point, we can actually pull out the axle. Let's give it a little wiggle. Next thing we're going to do was we're just going to run a rag in there to clean it up some. I have a dust shield. I'm not super stressed about it, but I mean there's some dirt. Yeah, you can see it. So clean rag. I'm going to spray some dust clean or dust. I'm going to. This freaking sun is killing my exposure today. I'm going to spray some brake cleaner on it. I'm just going to do a quick little cleanup in there. But I need a clean rag. We only needed half a shirt anyway. So I'm just going to use a 24-inch breaker bar to do it. Again, we're going to spray brake cleaner on it. Not a lot. We're going to just shove it in there, twist it, and pull it out. There's all that dust I'm getting in there. Time to put it in. And slide it in. Well, I done messed up. I put the boot on before, so I was kind of dry fitting it, and I'm like, oh, this is a pain in the butt. I'm just going to do it now, even though the instructions doesn't show them putting it on until it's already in. I found out why. So you try to slide this bad boy in, we get hung up trying to go through the knuckle. Well, crap. It got the boot off. So it involved, I'll show you on the second one. I didn't want to take off the knuckle, so we went back to removing the boot. Vise, mallet, and a prying tool were able to pop it off. So we're going to rotate the joint as far as one way as you can. Make sure this is good and tight, not too tight to crush the axle. We're going to be using a rubber mallet, a flat punch, a screwdriver flathead, and a trim tool, and a heat gun. So this is just to break this airtight seal that they got going on. Once we're able to get back into the seal, get your trim removal tool, try to replace it with the screwdriver. Try not to drop things. And just get it off. All right, we're gonna leave it in this configuration until later. So once you get the axle in, you got to put the boot back over. I'm not gonna lie, it's probably gonna be the most difficult part. Heat it up and try or fill it, and it's just going to heat up the boot. Just be careful not to melt the boot. Let's make sure it's pushed all the way in as well. Rotate it. It should hold itself up. Alright, so it's not on right now. I got a zip tie that I'm feeding in to the boot. I'm going to heat the boot, keep that zip tie in there to help break up the airtight seal, and yank it. So, anyways, let's get to side two. I'm not going to get into the details of what I did on the other side. I'll just get into the fad. Okay, so got out that first half. We got to go in there and get out the other half. In order to do that, we have to disconnect the fad. Remove the skid. This guy, bolt, bolt, bolt. I believe there's one up in the, yep. So there's 4 bolts that are holding together. We're gonna have to drop them, disconnect the fad, and work on pulling the smaller shaft out from here to here, and we'll just hopefully be able to feed it through. But let me find a socket so you can start taking this apart. Correct size is a 10. Pop out the wiring harness. You're going to remove these 4 bolts. 13, and then we should be able to pop this off and access the other half. So once you remove the fad, have a towel handy because you're going to get some diff fluid to leak out. There's a giant gaping hole in your axle. Anyways, you see this guy right there? Need to pull him out that way. Fad looks like pulled out. This is the part that moves this coupling over one or both of the axle shafts to whether disengage or engage it. But important, you see a little clip in between the spines and the smooth part. There's a C-clip there. We need to remove that, otherwise it will not fit through the shaft. So we're just gonna pull that out. Here is where this came. You just grab it from opposite end, get a good solid grip, and just yank it. Once that's done, push it through. There it is. Oh. So we're gonna run our brake cleaning rag through. Alright. Let's cram this bad boy in. Alright. There's that. You guys remember how I did this? Zip tie. I'm going to heat up the plastic boot just to make it a little bit easier, and when you feel it, it's just going to suck it in. But I'm not going to record it. It's getting long enough. Boom. All right, so I'm just going to button everything. Sorry for that whitewashing, man. Under the Jeep? Yeah. Okay, so we're all done. I'm just going to button everything back up and let you guys see. Wasn't that difficult? First time for me changing out axles. And I was able to get it done in about 4 hours with recording. Recording just makes things tedious. But after getting that first side done, I blasted through the second side. If you guys have any questions, be sure to ask. Guys, we are done. Look at that. Oh. Oh. Just got to clean up the boot. All this grease. Max called me. There it is. So just remember, take your time. Take your time. This was not too bad. Like I said, this is the first time. First time me digging into an axle. Super simple. I hope my installation has assisted you in some way. The next piece of this puzzle, 38s. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Hit the bell. Stay tuned for more. We ain't nowhere near done with our build.